Welcome to Blush Rose Tarot. Today we're exploring the hidden story inside the Major Arcana. Because while the Major Arcana contains 22 individual cards, they're also part of a larger journey. It's a story of growth, a story of becoming. It's often called the Fool's Journey. So here is a very short version. The Fool begins, the Magician creates, the High Priestess knows, the Empress nurtures, the Emperor structures, the Hierophant teaches, the Lovers align, the Chariot advances, strength endures, the Hermit reflects, the Wheel of Fortune turns, justice balances, the Hangman surrenders, death transforms, temperance she integrates, the Devil binds, the Tower awakens, the Star heals, the Moon reveals, the Sun illuminates, judgment calls, the world completes. And that is the entire Major Arcana journey. So let's explore what that means. Okay, the Fool is the beginning. So every journey starts with the Fool. The Fool doesn't know exactly where the path leads, but he steps forward anyway. And this card represents possibility, openness. It represents curiosity and trust in the unfolding experience. The journey begins with a single step. Okay, then we go into the Magician through the Chariot, and this is building the self. So the Magician discovers personal powers. The High Priestess, she discovers her inner wisdom. The Empress discovers creation, while the Emperor discovers structure. The Hierophant discovers tradition and learning. The Lovers discover alignment and choice. And the Chariot discovers direction and determination. So these cards help us build the identity and learn how to move through the world. Then we come in to the Strength through the Hangman, and this is more of deepening awareness. So strength teaches courage through compassion. The Hermit seeks wisdom within. The Wheel of Fortune reminds us that life moves in cycles, and justice asks us to see clearly and take responsibility. The Hangman invites surrender and new perspective. So at this stage of the journey, growth becomes less about action and more about understanding. Okay, these cards people think are the scary cards, but Death through the Tower is transformation. So death asks us to release what has reached the end. Temperance teaches integration and balance. The Devil reveals attachments and limitation, and then the Tower breaks apart what can no longer stand. So these cards are often misunderstood. They aren't punishments, they're invitations to transform. So sometimes growth requires letting go of who we were. Then the Star through the world is completion. So after the disruption comes renewal. The Star restores hope. The Moon explores mystery and uncertainty. The Sun brings clarity and vitality. Judgment calls us into deeper awareness. And finally, the World represents completion, not because the journey is over, but because one cycle has fulfilled its purpose. So, if you remember nothing else, remember this. The Major Arcana is not 22 separate cards. It is one story, a story from beginning, a path from innocence to wisdom, the Fool to the world. And the beautiful thing is that we never stop traveling that path. Every ending becomes a new beginning. Every world becomes another Fool. Thank you so much for spending a few moments here with me today. If you enjoyed this lesson, I'd love to have you subscribe and join me for future tarot lessons and reflections on the current sky. Until next time, take what resonates and let the rest pass.